Hello, my YouTube family. This is the OG Crypto Nuja coming at you with some juicy news. But before I begin, let me say I am not a financial advisor. Anything you see or hear in this video is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Remember to do your own research and consult with a qualified professional before making investment decisions. Okay, let's begin. Taking a look at the total crypto market, it is at 1.09 trillion. It is down 4.8%. Bitcoin is coming in at number one at 25,643. Ethereum at number two at 1,740. And our beloved XRP is coming in at number six at 50 cents. Taking a look at crypto bubble, it is just a sea of red. And after this week of lawsuits and all bad news, it's not a surprise. Taking a look at the fear and greed index, it's neutral, coming in at 49. All right, shout out to CoinDex for this. They say that Custodia Bank's lawsuit to secure a Federal Reserve master account survived a motion to dismiss, with a judge ruling that it stated a plausible claim of interference by the Fed's Board of Governors. And any good news in crypto is very good news, and this is very important. And this is why it's important. Shout out to Metal Lawman. He put out a federal judge just denied the Fed's motion to dismiss Custodia's case. So the case now proceeds to discovery, where we just might learn new details of the government's Operation Choke Point 2.0 effort to eliminate on-off-ramps between crypto and the banking system. Anyone who cares about government overreach in this area should pay attention as this important case progresses, and we sure will be doing that. And moving on, this is we need this badly. Senator Cynthia Lummis put out, we successfully prevented POTUS's 30% digital asset mining tax from being included in the debt ceiling deal, but the fight is far from over. I am working on a regulatory framework that will allow individuals and companies to own and trade digital assets in America. Stay tuned, please. This is what we need. We have Jeremy Allaire. He writes, Congress will hold another major hearing next Tuesday on the future of digital assets and regulatory clarity. And yesterday, a major new draft of the U.S. stablecoin bill was published that represents material progress. This is why we need Congress to get involved, and I mean ASAP, because we are being left behind. And shout out to Baggins, he here it comes, and this is what I'm talking about. Blockworks, they put out news, Crypto.com to suspend exchange for U.S. institutional clients by June 21st. This is what's happening. They're choking the on and off ramps. You can't buy crypto, you can't sell crypto because you need the money to get in or off of it, and they're blocking off all those on and off ramps. So they're pretty much going to stifle and kill crypto in the US. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is moving on, embracing this technology. So we need those regulations to come in real quick. And here we have this clown, Gary Gensler, the chair of the SEC, who loves to say, come in and talk to us. The rules are clear. You come in and everything we'll sort everything out and everything will be okay. But there are numerous companies. Ripple is one of them. They said they went to the SEC for years and got no answers from them. Coinbase said recently, I believe it was 30 times they went to the SEC and they got nothing. They got nowhere. And now Robinhood has just jumped on board. And here they say, this is Robinhood. The company's top lawyers testified in a House crypto hearing that they spent months trying to get the SEC to help them comply before being rebuffed. So Gary Gensler goes on the media, goes into Congress, and goes on all these shows and says, yeah, come on in, talk to us, we'll help you out, we'll get you squared away. And then you do go see them and you get nothing. But actually, excuse me, I misspoke. You don't get nothing. You get a lawsuit. You go into the SEC, you give them your spiel of what you're trying to do and how you're trying to comply, and then all that you get is a lawsuit after you leave. So that's Gary Gensler's way of making things good. And here's this clown making these statements. I do believe he's talking about himself. Let me play it.
Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes, the public being left in line at the bankruptcy courts. We've seen this story.
I think he's talking about himself. Okay, moving on. And shout out to Wendy O. She put this thing out. America will go down as one of the most embarrassing declines in world history. We don't even have to be invaded. We allowed public servants to use our taxpayer dollars to destroy us from the inside out. And this is exactly what's going on. You have the powers that be, the incumbents, the corrupt government officials like Gary Gensler destroying innovation, bringing or making sure this crypto innovation goes offshore. I don't understand the concept, but these people need to be stopped, and Congress needs to come up with these regulations, a framework ASAP. Meanwhile, all over the world, they're embracing crypto and taking steps to thrive this new technology in their own countries. Here we have from CoinGraph, just in, Hong Kong legislator invites global crypto exchanges, including Coinbase, to operate in the country. That's what you're supposed to do as a country. Yoshitaka Kitao, he's the CEO of SBI Holdings. If this is translated correctly, he writes, President Kitao, if the conclusion is reached and XRP is a coin, I think it will be a very expensive price. If the conclusion of the trial is positive, I think the management will immediately go public, meaning Ripple will IPO. I 100% agree. I mean, Brad Garlinghouse, publicly stated that as soon as this case is over, he's looking to go public. So, they're a big Ripple partner. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, President Kitao said not that long ago that by 2025, all the banks in Japan will be using Ripple's ODL. So that's very, very good. Okay, moving on, Mr. Mann. Looks like global stablecoin regs will be here in July, and revisited how the implementation is going in 2025. That is according to PwC Consulting Group. As you can see, folks, the rest of the world is adopting, thriving, embracing this technology, while the United States is remaining stagnant with the head in the sand. Okay, moving on. Shout out to Crypto Law for putting this video out, and to also DAI for retweeting it. This is a very good video. Can't wait for June 13th to see the Hinman emails.
In 2018, William Hinman was Director of Corporation Finance at the SEC. He gave a speech explaining why the token Ether is not a security.
Putting aside the fundraising that accompanied the creation of Ether, based on my understanding of the present state of Ether, the Ethereum network, its decentralized structure, we believe current offers and sales of Ether are not securities transactions.
Hinman's speech moved the markets, seen widely as guidance from a high-ranking SEC official on what makes a token a security or not. Then, in December 2020, the SEC sued Ripple, claiming that XRP is a security, with arguments that contradicted Hinman's speech. Hundreds of thousands of XRP holders, who never heard of the company, lost $15 billion in value and had their holdings locked on exchanges. They demanded to know, why did an SEC official give that speech, only to then sue Ripple and harm the people they are supposed to protect? For 2 years, the SEC has been hiding dozens of internal emails on the drafting of the Hinman speech that could answer those questions. What is in those emails? We know that while he was at the SEC, Hinman collected $15 million from his old law firm, Simpson Thacher. That firm was a member of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, whose sole purpose was to promote Ether. We know that market participants repeatedly asked for guidance about whether XRP was a security, and got no answer. What is in those emails? Why did Hinman give that speech? Was he warned about moving the markets? What is in those emails? Was the speech approved by the ethics office? What role did third-party promoters of Ether have in drafting it? Did SEC staff say what Gary Gensler refuses to admit, that the rules on crypto are not clear? What is in those emails? After 2 years of fighting, Judge Torres has forced the SEC to unseal the Hinman emails. What has the SEC been hiding? What is in those emails? We'll finally find out on June 13th.
Exactly, and I can't wait for that to happen. And okay, moving on. Shout out to SAP for putting this video out.
You think that this not being traded in the United States is going to stop it? It is the 6th largest crypto in the world, and you can't even buy it on U.S. exchanges right now. To make sure I'm not lying to you, if I click on markets, you do not see Coinbase here. You don't see Binance US here. You cannot buy this on U.S. exchanges. In 2014, you see the market crashing down. In 2018, you see the market crashing down. These were bear market years. Why am I showing you that? Because XRP was the 2nd largest digital asset in the world in the middle of a bear market. That means it survived 2014's bear market. XRP was the 2nd largest crypto in the world in 2018. That means it survived the bear market of 2018. This year was a bear market for sure, 100%. Guess who survived it? Sitting here at number 6 in its 3rd bear market. You can't even buy it in the United States exchanges, and it is wrapped up in a court case with the SEC. This ain't going nowhere. This thing is a monster.
100% agree with that. And here we go. Shout out to Riz for putting this thing out. This is Craig DeWitt, co-founder at Supermojo, on creating a new payment networks. He used to be with Ripple, and end the video on a good note. This is him being interviewed on a podcast, and let me play it.
You've freshed this. I've had so much fun. We are getting tight for time. We have one last segment on the show, Hot Take Factory. You and I jump in. We let a couple hot takes fly. I can tell that you got a bunch. I'm sure you're not going to give me the spiciest ones possible. So give me a couple, maybe not suicide hot, but we'll talk, hot and honey hot takes you got.
Gotcha.
Doesn't have to be crypto. It can be anything in life. But give me a couple good sound bites.
Oh, crypto is life, man. You got the. Those are the same thing for me. Here's my hot take.
Hit me.
SEC gets their ass kicked in the Ripple case. Absolutely get their ass kicked in the Ripple case. But the ruling comes out in such a way that XRP is alone cleared as a non-security in the United States. Meaning that with all the other stuff that the SEC is pulling, suing exchanges, suing other coins, are going to sue some big ones as well, that only BTC and XRP have legal clarity in the United States for a 2-year period.
Just taking some show notes on that one. Ooh,
that would be like the turnaround of a century, right? Go from like getting beat up by the government to being the only one with clarity because they spent $250 or $200 million fighting this case.
Is that how much Ripple spent?
Yeah, it's a public number, but yeah, like $200 million. And so the SEC is going to go down the line killing people. And
of course. And if the government incorporates one of the blockchains as a payment network, I mean, with how.
All right, folks, I'm going to stop it there. I'm just going to slightly disagree because the gentleman said that there only will be 2 coins, Bitcoin and XRP. Bitcoin was given the blessing, but by word of mouth. It wasn't by a rule from Congress, a ruling in a court case. It was just given the blessing by the powers that be. And as we all know, we get a new chair, we get a new director of corporation finance with new leadership. They could come with their own ideas, and all of a sudden now, BTC is a security, Ethereum is a security. It all depends on who's sitting in that power of position. So it could change, but for now, BTC is considered a commodity, but is not because by any rules or laws passed by Congress or by any judgments made in a court case. But XRP, this is why I'm pushing back a little bit. Once XRP gets the ruling in their favor, which I believe they will, after Judge Torres makes her decision, XRP will be the only crypto digital asset that has clarity from a court ruling. But for now, I'll let it slide. I'll go with BTC and XRP, but we all know it's really just XRP. But that's going to do it for today, fam. For today's video, if you found this video to be helpful, would you please smash a like and subscribe? I would really appreciate it, and it doesn't cost you anything. Thank you much in advance. And the words of Snoop Dogg, keep your mind on your money and your money on your mind. Peace out, fam.